South Carolina.
Yeah, fastballs 90-95. There's about 48% of his pitches fastball, slider. Little cut fastball on occasion, curveball and changeup. Gave up a lot of home runs last year, 9 of them. So he lays a lot of pitches out over the middle part of the plate. Doesn't really trust his fastball as much as he probably should, because he can run that fastball, especially when he's able to run the two-seamer, but more throwing four-seam fastball. That's running into some problems for him.
So we'll watch Shohei Ohtani bat leadoff for the Angels at the top of the order. Felt great yesterday, the day after his start, as he takes a fastball that darts over the outside corner, gets things going. Mark and I are certainly glad you're with us. That's strike one to Shohei. Holds that bat away from his body. We've gotten used to it. Hanging in there much better this year. That's what you were sharing on pitches that are in.
Yeah, and pitchers are still going to try to.
Oshu in Japan, signing as a free agent back in December of 2017. This year, 100%. There they go, Gooby, going in. Missed the spot. And fortunate that was foul back to the screen. Kind of a late decision swing.
But still, just making contact, fighting off a tough pitcher's pitch. And he was anticipated. It looked like sometimes as a hitter, especially being the guy who pitches well. You're thinking, okay, 0-2 count, what's he going to throw me? Still was able to fight off a pretty tough one.
Breaking ball, good take on balance as he takes that one low.
That's his ball and his curve.
Goes back to it again, right over the top of it. He went back to it. That one, that's a called strike or a swing and a miss, either way.
Yeah, it was a good break to it, too. The pitch before out of the strike zone, didn't anticipate necessarily that in the zone. He was still tracking it well. Even though he didn't make contact with it, you could see how he's keeping his head down there. He's tracking it well, trying to hit that.
He puts no raindrops on the spring he has had.
Oh, incredible. With 14 strikeouts in 8 innings, he touched 102 miles for him so far in this camp. And it's something you don't normally see from Shohei Ohtani. Good swings in spring training. He's struggled. Even over Japan, he struggled swinging the bat and on the mound as well. It's good to see him putting both things together.
Stassi at second base takes his lead as Ohtani hits it hard on the ground into left center field, past the diving Kiner Falefa. Max thought about it, but then thought otherwise.
Speaking of exit
another
velocity.
bolt. Another bolt.
Talk about somebody's locked in. Pitch. Remember, last at bat, the pitcher was thrown from Lyles to him. He went with the breaker ball. This time he stayed back, and I mentioned he struck out that last time, but he kept his eye and he tracked that ball lower part of the strike zone. He was kind of confused how he didn't make contact that last at bat. Well, this time lines that one.
By the way, needs to be
90% in his career
offensively. What did he do differently last year, Gooby?
Well, he came up. He would drop down, bring the hands back up, a lot of movement, and when you see that as a pitcher, you know he's susceptible to fastballs in.
Right on the move, throw down, popped a tag down there, and a stolen base. We were talking about that speed. Remember that earlier today?
Like it's 1985, we're going to be running, we're going to force the defense to make some plays, and another stolen base, second of the season for Shohei Ohtani to go low on 4 home runs, and yeah, and throw 102 miles an hour. And he's also good as far as an umpire. He's already called himself safe at second. He can do it all. Per second. It's kind of like our speed, don't you think, run down to first? Although they probably do an hourglass doing that for us. What do you think?
This is going to be fun here, left on left with a good lefty. I mean, really good stuff. Wow, my goodness.
He's loose now. He goes,
For the love of Babe Ruth.
I don't want to show my speed running down the first base. I want to see how I can jog around the bases on that swing.
Here's that speed and power put together. It's a great graphic telling the story of Shohei Ohtani. There's that cutter. That's what that was that time.
And I still like what Shohei's doing. He's staying inside the baseball. He's not being intimidated by a fastball up and in like that.
It's cool watching him talk to himself there.
It's all right. Going in. What's he going to do? You can try back in. I'm going to be ready again. You need to have a pitch like that after the swing against you the one before.
Underneath, elbow underneath that cut fastball. 3-1.
Always talking to himself now. A lot of comfort in the batter's box for Shohei Ohtani. There's a different focus with him this year that I've seen, even back to his rookie year when he was the AL Rookie of the Year. He is locked in.
Cuts over the outside corner. 3-2 the count.
Even after he had that conversation where he was going to have runs that night. Can you imagine being told you're having Tommy John surgery and you have that focus and hit 2 home runs that day?
Drives that one toward left field. Ohtani stayed back as long as he could, just shy of getting up against that wall. That